I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Bozena Rezab, the CEO and co-founder of Gamey. Bozena, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking the time to be here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. I'm really delighted to have you here to talk a little bit about casual gaming, blockchain, and NFTs, and how your team is incorporating some innovative solutions in the industry right now. I would love for you to just kick it off for us with a high-level overview and the focus of Gamey, and then we can dive into the details.
Absolutely. Gamey is a mobile entertainment. It's a platform where we connect people across multiple casual style games. We actually have over 80 games on our platform. And the mission of Gamey is to recognize and reward gamers' skill, effort, and loyalty. We have been working on Gamey for now almost 7 years, and we have a community of 25 million users globally. And we're pretty excited about stepping into crypto and blockchain space, coming from a free-to-play mobile background.
That's great. Thank you for the intro, Bozena. And can you talk a little bit more about casual gaming and perhaps some of the main issues or innovations that you're looking to bring into that industry by integrating blockchain and NFTs?
Yeah. Well, the beauty of casual gaming is that casual games brought gaming to mass audience. So basically anybody with a mobile phone can be considered a gamer. Right? I had many occasions where I would speak to a business audience and some people would say, I'm not really a gamer myself. And then they end up claiming, actually, maybe I am because I'm a level 1000 at Candy Crush. So that happens so many times that like everywhere you look, you find a gamer. Because of the ease of casual games and mobile phones, of course. The issue in the industry, what is challenging for game creators and developers is that because of the nature of a casual game, it's very easy to get into a game as well as leave it. So it's pointing out to retention. How can we build a community long term? How can we capture and make the community engaged over a long period of time with a casual style game, right? Now, our take on this was, okay, I think we believe that casual games will continue to be very popular because you can play them anytime you have a moment. You can, jump in and out, like so-called snackable experience. But to be able to address that retention, first, we have created a platform that has multiple games, actually over the 80 plus games that we have. So people can freely move from one game to another. And we're constantly adding new and new games, new and new content. Second, there is an additional motivation. We have introduced a so-called play-to-earn experiment, a first one, into our free-to-play mobile game last year, which specifically takes part of the revenue we make and we give it back to gamers as prizes. Now, if you give people a choice of playing games and earning some rewards, doing it, they absolutely love it, right? So that's the additional motivation that together with the portfolio of content for us addresses the retention, which is one of the major challenges on casual game market.
Definitely, and thank you for that. And it's been amazing how many people have gotten into casual gaming now that everyone can have it on their smartphones. And I feel like that's also increased the average age at which people are gaming, because it seems older people that weren't traditionally into console games and full-sized games now can whip open something quickly on their phone and play. Yeah. And talking about the retention is definitely something that, because of the ease of jumping out of casual games and into it, that how do you find ways to keep the audience, coming back to the game over and over again? And I think NFTs and play to earn are potentially really great solutions for that. And I'm curious to know more on Gamey in terms of how you're introducing NFTs into the platform and how you find that's going to help with the player retention and just added value overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we design our NFTs as game characters, which first of all, for us is really revolutionary because gamers are used to own and purchase digital characters inside games, but they could not really trade them or take them from one game to another, right? This is not how it works in mobile gaming. Now with NFTs, we can do that. And that's very exciting because that that addresses the ownership of what I bought or earned. Do I really own it? Can I decide about it? What I do? But it also addresses the retention, because our game characters, these are NFTs, and we are designing them so that people will be able to use them across multiple games. I already mentioned that Gamey is built on a series of smaller size games. Now the NFTs are additional factor that connects the games together. So you will, with owning one game character, you will be able to use that across multiple games. And with our roadmap, we will be adding more and more. So imagine the game character, that's a robot, and that has various stats and powers. Of course, every NFT is different, is unique. And that stats and powers, they translate differently into different features in different games. Now, that NFT has a long life, basically. It has an extended utility across every single game we add. So this is our take on the casual style games, retention, and NFTs.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I'm interested in taking a look into more detail into those characters. And you mentioned that there's already 80 plus games on the platform, but I also saw that you can have third-party game creators publish their games on the platform using the Game Parcel NFT system, which is pretty cool as well, and more interactive. Can you talk a little bit more about how that process works and how it adds value?
Absolutely. I think it's worth clarifying that we with the NFTs, with the robots, as well as the Game Parcel I'm going to talk about, this is something that we will be launching this year. I wanted to say this summer, but that would be a leak. So this year. And I'm now describing what is coming very soon, but you can already play all of our games, and the community is live right now. So the NFTs, both the game characters and a possibility to launch games on our platform, is coming with the launch of NFTs. Now, giving you more details on the Game Parcel, maybe a bit of a background story. We have had many creators approaching us as Gamey and offering and pitching their games to have them part of our portfolio. We have done in past multiple creator contests where we had the jury and we had people pitch creative ideas. We selected some, but that was very centralized. Like, we had the deciding power and we could pick whatever we wanted to go on the platform, or the jury could pick, and we picked the jury, right? So we thought, why don't we approach it from a different angle? And we decided to introduce Game Parcel and Gamey token. First, the Gamey token is a utility currency that powers Gamey. It's live. It's based on Ethereum, and we will add governance features, so people will be able to vote what type of content comes to Gamey. Second, if game creators were interested launching a game on our platform, they could do so through the Game Parcel NFT. By owning the NFT, they basically own space on our platform, and they can use it for any game they decide to.
Very interesting, and thank you for elaborating on the Gamey token there as well. I'm interested to see, when you release the Game Parcel, what kind of third-party applications and games are going to be introduced into the platform, and the NFTs surrounding that. So that's really exciting on the upcoming roadmap. And I'm curious about other partnerships and strategic alliances, or ways that you're going to incentivize adoption early on for more users. Are you going to find that primarily through third-party games and adding more content, or do you have other partnerships in mind? We have done in the past games that were done in collaboration with big global brands, such as NASA or Manchester City Football Club, Guinness World Records. These are all brands that have broad fan base, and we have done game collaborations with them that also help to make Gamey famous among different communities. We will certainly continue doing so. We have recently launched game with Atari or Graz Games, and I think what greatly helps is last year we have joined Animoca Brands, which is a leader in blockchain gaming and has multiple famous IPs available for all companies within the family. So that will be a big part of our focus, is that how can we take IPs or
different stories and characters people love, and how can we introduce them on our platform. So that's part of the partnership strategy we have.
Definitely. Thank you, Bozena. And you mentioned you're working on the NFT strategy, the third-party game creation. Is there anything else that you want to touch on in terms of the upcoming roadmap and milestones that you're looking to release for Gamey by the end of this year?
Yeah, actually, this year is quite game-changing for us. As I've mentioned, we've been building Gamey for about 6 years, and that was a free-to-play mobile game, right? So we have a broad community of the 25 million mentioned that joined us for free-to-play mobile gaming. Now we see this tremendous opportunity to take Gamey to another level with blockchain, and this year is all about it. It's all about building the second generation of Gamey. We have already launched Gamey token. Now, very soon we will be launching second generation of Gamey, where you will be able to use that token and those NFTs mentioned. So this year is actually the big one for us, and all the years moving forward will be extending utility for all the things mentioned. So if you ask me about the roadmap for this year, it's everything.
That's great. And looking longer down the road, you've already been working at this for many years, but let's just say 5 years or 10 years down the road with Gamey, what do you see as one of the key factors to success to have widespread adoption of users playing the games, third-party creation, and the Gamey token?
Yeah, so I think what is one of the biggest opportunities and challenges combined is how do we showcase the value of crypto and blockchain to gamers without necessarily having to teach them details they don't need to. So what we have learned is that if you're able to showcase the value, then people go and they onboard, right? They would appreciate having the ownership of game character, the play to earn, a game currency they truly own. But no, I cannot say that all of our users actually know about blockchain and crypto. Most of them know nothing about it. So one of the biggest challenges and opportunities is how do we showcase the value without necessarily being boring educative? So that gamers probably would not like that. And how can we make sure we onboard a big chunk of our audience and make them excited about blockchain and crypto? So that is done through smart UX, through the value you're offering in the product. And that is not a thing you can achieve in 1 month. That is an iterative process that is adding more and more value over time. And that is probably the key part of the key to our success.
I agree, and thank you, Bozena. And for the viewers that are looking to follow along with these NFT releases and the upcoming milestones for Gamey and to start playing games on the platform right now, what's the best way for them to get involved and to learn more?
Yeah, so if you want to really play, you can go just to App Store or Google Play and download Gamey, or go to our website, gamey.com. And if you want to learn more about what's coming in our blockchain roadmap, go to token.gamey.com, and you will be the first one to know everything about it.
Great. Well, I will leave those links in the description box below as well.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Bozena, for coming on and talking about Gamey. All the best with the platform and the releases upcoming, and let's follow up in the near future.
Thank you so much.